Hi, everyone. Good afternoon to all of you. In fact, the topic which I'm going to talk, I think you've been hearing about it since morning. So I thought we would do it a little differently. We'll pick up a particular challenge which you could be facing, and we would like to show a live demo about what could be a solution. We are all talking about seeing a lot of case where generative AI can play a very, very game-changing role. So keeping that in mind, I would like to know that you've been kind of creating data every day for years together. Are you guys having any problem of getting insight instantly for the data? If you can raise your hand if that's a problem. Few of them. Some of them already have got that insight. I was talking during the lunchtime with quite a few of them, and they were kind of struggling that this is a solution which we would love to have it. So why? Why is the issue? The issue is that the data is scattered across different systems. It could be in your ERP, in the BI tool, in your Excel, which is obviously very pronouncedly used. And the BI tools are at times not very easy to use it. And you want to use it on the fly. You would like to have that insight coming on your fingertips. So that's the place where AI can play a very, very important role. It can give you on the fly spend analysis that while you are negotiating with suppliers, you would like to understand what kind of other business which you are given, and you would like to plan for your risk management. All of that comes through a natural language query. You want to figure out that I have been doing a lot of spot buying, and which are the items where I should be going for contract. It can go into your data and figure out these are the items because you have bought them frequently, there has been a price variation, and this is the kind of volume you can buy. You want to understand the price pattern, you want to understand the negotiation pattern of suppliers while you are negotiating. And that you want it on your fingertips, and that's what something can improve the quality of decisions. Well, compliance, this is a very sensitive business function. So compliance is always a challenge. And you would like to figure out that which are my decisions which are not falling in or probably are away from the SOP which is laid out, and gives you a list of decisions. And all of this happens in a matter of seconds. No skills required. Your mind queries it, you type it in a natural language, and there you go. It goes into your data, scan that data, analyze that data, and give you the end result. So let's look at it if this is all likely to lead to cost savings. Typically, manufacturing companies spend 45 to 85% of their revenue on procurement spend. Having range of margin of about 5 to 15%, every 1% of savings can generate anywhere between 5 to 10% of improvement in the bottom line. This is a story. I think we've been talking about it. Theory. So let me take you to the practical. Let me show you how this can be done. That's where you enter the future of procurement. That's GD. I think you've been probably wondering that since morning, I think we've been kind of sticking this over here. And I would like my colleague Karnik to take you through the live demo.
Yes, please connect the system. So this is a normal screen of a buyer for a VendX. Now, Genie appears at,
That's Genie.
yes. I'll just open it up. Try to guide you. Start with normal conversations. I'm just going to type hi. Let's see how it responds. Normal human answer. Now going bit in deeper, I'll ask him list the top 10 vendors based on total spend. So I'm just trying to identify the vendors based on the spend so that I can prioritize my future negotiations and strategy. So it is just giving me answers within a single click.
Can you just scroll it down?
Yes, I'm scrolling it out, also maximizing it. So these are the vendors based on given the spend, like strong packaging with 4,078 crore
Yeah.
is a number. Now,
You can go to the graph
yes,
also.
I'll just show the graphs. The graph is going in bar graph. You can change it to pie chart, update it, it's there available. So now the visualization becomes very easy. Data was there in a table, now we are seeing in a bar graph. You can export it, add to a presentation, work is done. Let's get a bit deeper, maybe not satisfied. Let's ask one more deeper question. Provide an itemized spend, just a second, breakdown for item. Let's pick, for one of the vendor. So I'm going a step deeper to analyze one of the vendor, which kinds of item this vendor is giving, what is the itemized spend of this vendor, so that I can further strengthen my negotiation strategies. So let's see what it comes up. This is data available to me. Now the question arises, this was the spend shown by the data or the Gen AI. Is it correct? Let's check it out. I'll export the data in a CSV file.
So you can cross-validate the output, the accuracy of the output, whatever you see.
Do alt equal. Yes, this
Yep.
is the number. Including the decimals. Let's get deeper to a better question. Share the weighted average rate, highest price, lowest price for same item, for one of the items. Let's check the second one. And additionally, provide the weighted average rate for same item from vendor with the packaging. Now I'm not entering the complete name also over here. Let's try if it understands with some of the name matching with the vendor. So I'm trying to get information for a specific item. What is this weighted average rate, highest price, lowest price, and also trying to compare the same price with the vendor which we are interested with our packaging. Let me try again. Maybe sometimes it takes time to understand. Let's divide it 2 questions, one at a time.
You would be required to change your context at time, but you'll get the results.
So results. Now, rate
Now you want to find out whether any preference is given to this vendor or not. You got all the vendors aggregated, weighted average. You got the lowest price, you got the highest price. Now you're trying to figure out for a specific vendor.
So this item was having a weighted average price of 894, highest price 1072, lowest price 780. But the weighted average price of the vendor which we're interested in is lower than its item price.
So that's fine. I
So
think
it's fine.
you're good to go with this vendor.
So let's go one more deeper step, if it can do this. So I'm trying to check if there was a possibility of sieving. If I given the complete quantity of order on the lowest price available. So for this, it will require to analyze complete set of data with the volumes, the spend, and the answer. This doesn't. Let me check again. It worked out. So as we understood, based on the weighted average days, there is no saving as it's already lower than
It's
the
already
item
buying,
weighted
you're
price.
buying at a lower rate.
And further, if you go with the lowest price, yes, there was a saving of this much amount if you'd have given to this vendor.
We have a 19 crores worth of a saving which could happen if you would have gone with the lowest price.
Now, going ahead.
It's also giving actionable insights.
Yeah. So like analyzing products with similar price strategies might reveal further opportunities. It also recommending something like contracts, current price agreements for this to identify potential for negotiations. So it is suggesting going for contract agreements based on the data available. Now going a step deeper, this is again the next question is in R&D and we are just trying to demonstrate if it works or not. Normally we communicate in English, but when we talk with our relatives, we use Hindi with English. Aap ghar pe ho, we write this in English.
What we are trying to make is language neutral. You can ask a combination of Hindi and English because when you are expecting user, he is going to put the query in the manner in which he would like to put it up.
Again,
so whether the genie is able to pick up that. And we are also trying to look at that you can use genie in any language. So supposing if somebody is sitting in Karnataka and he wants to put a query in Kannada, and the genie would understand that, dig down the data, pick up, and respond also in Kannada. So the language barriers can be because I think we have in India a huge number of language, which is what we are using. We have plants located all across the places. There are localization factor, which is very important. And the person does not have to have any skills. The idea is that make it skill neutral, as simple as surfing on Google. You're surfing your data. The only other thing which it's doing is that with this surfing, Google only gives you results. This will also give you analysis. This will also give you recommendations. It will also suggest in the future a possible decision. I think we've all been talking since morning about predictive analysis. But the beginning is that user need to get that insight. I mean, I posed a question in the beginning of my presentation that whether do you have this insight on your fingertips? You don't require any skills. It's just natural language query. And I think whatever it is being created is directly on the fly, and you can try this out on your own. I mean, on your own data, it can be done. If you created that data, this is on that data, It'll run on this. It's fully secured. It's a completely tightly secured environment. This is not going into the open environment. So the whole architecture has been created to protect your data, minimize hallucination as much as you can because it's not having any access outside, and give you the insight from your existing data. That's the differentiation which we think we are trying to achieve here.
So we're trying to simplify it for the normal user.
Yeah, so he's asked in Hindi. This is just, he's going extra adventurous because we are just trying this. But anyway, it's his choice. But sorry?
Not from the quality.
Do?
Top 2 vendors based on the quality.
So we are currently not put. This is currently working on the spend.
So
Yeah. No, so I think what your point, this is the beginning of the journey which we have started up with spend data. Not only quality, there is a lot more things coming. Yeah, no, I agree. But these are all your spend data, so which you would have already vetted the quality before you would have gone in for a spend. Yeah, so I'm trying to say all suggestions are most welcome because that is where we are learning. This is all being created based on suggestions from people like you. So let me be very, very frank that we are open to learn. We have begun the journey, which is we have begun with the spend data. This is likely to get expanded to a significant extent. We are already working on 3 more use cases. And in next 6 to 9 months, the Genie scope is expected to go at a different level. We started this journey because we've been reading about it, and fortunately we could get the right guidance from people who are doing R&D in Silicon Valley. And that's where we could start off our journey pretty early. Hanik,
So that's for the last question we asked.
So he asked in Hindi, he got an answer for the spend in English. Yeah,
That's
5 more minutes, yeah.
So that was from our side. We asked all 5 questions first in English. We tried with English, Hindi with English.
We'll
We
have to
tried with
mix
specific
fast.
Hindi. So that's the last question we tried it. Okay. We are done with it.
Right,
So any other questions you want to take it up?
all right, sorry. You'll have to,
Go to change the slides.
you'll have
Go
to
to again
change the
presentation.
slider. So I just mentioned about it. This is as easy as surfing over the Google. It's a real-time spend analysis which you have it, and it's your assistant. It's going to do what you want it to do. What we have observed, some of our customers have started using it. They are taking that we are able to take decisions much faster because all the spend insight which we want is coming up on our fingertips. They say that because we are able to use it very effectively for even a small value item, I think we are primarily generating savings in B and C categories to an extent of 5 to 15%. And this is a heavy transaction-driven category, B and C. We are also able to achieve compliance because it's difficult when you have large number of transactions. So all these benefits, you can have it anytime, anywhere, because this is coming on the mobile phone. So you could be sitting at the airport, looking at your decisions. It's in the mobile application. Look at your spend data, look at analysis, either approve or reject decisions. Sorry? It is integrated with SAP, but we don't take data. I mean, this Genie doesn't work in SAP. This is multiple installations are there with SAP integration, all versions of SAP integration. Genie picks up that data, whatever is needed for this analysis from SAP and put it on our platform. This works on our platform. So it's seamlessly integrated. All touch points it is integrated. So this is something which is what we thought as a case where I think a lot of work which is being done using Excel file for generating analysis, insight on spend, this is something what generative AI can do. I mentioned about it. We'll take one use case, demonstrate what it can do. This is what is the convenience which you can achieve. This is what is the insight which you can achieve without practically no spend of time. A little bit about us. Some of our customers, what our efforts have been acknowledged by some of the known organizations. This is a team behind us. I have with me my CEO, Shashwat. He has been working on product and growth and has been actively working on Gen AI. Raj Parekh, who is an ex-CTO of Sun Microsystem. He's based out of Silicon Valley. Because of him, we started off journey way back about when ChatGPT was launched in 22 November, and we started off our journey by March 23. Shekhar, who is an ex-managing director of Bayer Crop Science with almost more than 35 years of domain understanding. So he's been helping us to understand the perspective of the domain. Nilesh is a AWS Gold partner, and he's looking after our complete AWS infrastructure. Ashay is an ex-senior technical resource of Yahoo India, and he's got his own ad tech firm. He helps us design the architecture. Ravind, who was a head of the consulting division of KPMG India. So he's bringing us his expertise of understanding the various problems area of the customer. That's all about us. And we have a stall here. Any questions, we'll be more than happy to address there. In case you wish to have a first-hand feel experience of Genie, we'll be able to give you at mutually convenient time. Thank you very much.